Back at it again, and we have one here from Campus Reform with the old switcheroo. Don't you love it when people are told one thing and then they realize, oh, that was somebody else? Let's dive in.
I'm Addison Smith with Campus Reform. President Joe Biden was very critical of President Trump for putting children in these, what he called cages, down at the southern border. Kamala Harris called it a crime against humanity. We're going to be going to students, showing them these, asking what they think about Trump doing this. But what will students think when they find out that these are actually President Joe Biden's cages? Back in 2016, when Trump was elected, he received a lot of criticism for his immigration policies. A lot of people accused him of, putting kids in cages down at the borders. He was putting children in what people were calling cages, these holding cells for kids while they were trying to sort things out and get them back to their families. So what do you guys think about Trump doing this? I'm sure you guys, have heard of it. What is your reaction to Trump doing this, and what do you think he should have done instead?
I don't like it. Obviously, kids shouldn't be in cages. I think Trump did a bad job, but I knew that Obama had kids in cages too.
I think.
What? Ashton Kutcher, come out. I'm being punked. Wasn't that the name of that show? Punked or pranked? Punked? I think it was punked, right? Anyway, somebody knew the truth? Wow. Because not even I knew about that situation until, a couple months ago. I had no clue Obama was doing that same thing at all. Of course, we all knew Trump did it because it was plastered everywhere. You couldn't help but see it. Social media all over the place. Oh, Trump has kids in cages. How dare he? I don't ever remember seeing or hearing about anything where Obama was doing it, though. That's interesting. Somebody knew the truth. Were you guys shocked, too? Sheesh.
I think it was very disgusting that he did that. Why would you separate children very at a young age or even at any age away from their parents? To be treated differently and put into a cage as if you're not human. So that was, beyond disgusting for him to even do that in the first place.
You can't put them in cages. If anything, give them a chance to be able to secure themselves on the soil, on American soil.
I think that a big point of conversation during the debates was he kept firing back with but you're the ones who built them and stuff like that. And I think that the person who used them and is really, the one who should be held responsible rather than deflecting blame of but this happened and this happened. I think that it was obviously a terrible situation and not handled properly.
Yeah, that was something they brought up a lot, was that the Obama administration built the cages. But you're saying that, you're using them, so it doesn't really matter.
Too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're literally ripping.
What? Hold on, wait a second. So her logic is, so because Obama built them, I'm confused. Clearly, if he built them, he used them and had plans on using them. I'm so lost with that logic.
Taking children away from their families at the border and acting like you're doing something good for the country, you're not.
I actually have a picture right here that I want to show you. One of Trump's, the holding cells they were keeping kids in. These are the ones that the Trump administration built. You can see they kind of look like shipping containers. They have the metal bars right there on the windows. So seeing this, what is your reaction knowing that Trump was putting children in here?
I don't like that at all. I don't really like the idea of ripping children from their families in the first place and then keeping them in glorified shipping containers is not nice.
Yeah, it's horrible. I feel like there are so many alternatives that could have been pursued.
It looks pretty crappy to me. I don't like it. Bars kind of give off a bad vibe. Looks like prison cells.
It's hard to even explain your emotions.
So were they supposed to be put in a 5-star hotel? I would love to dive deeper with these folks and ask them, so if we were going to put them in 5-star hotels, how much out of your checks, which a lot of these people probably don't even work, how much out of your check can I take in order to pay for that? I guarantee you they would all start giving different answers if they work. If they work, then they would give different answers. How much out of your check can I take in order to pay for them to be put in 5-star hotels while, we sort this whole situation out? Because now it affects them personally. When people don't feel like it affects them personally, they really don't have any attachment to it. They really don't have, I would say, a logical opinion on it. But when it affects them personally, then they really start thinking about things like, oh, wait a minute, maybe this isn't the right thing to do. Is there anything else we can do? Can we like just turn them around at the border? I guarantee you that would happen.
Because it's like, why would you put children in a cage? Like if they were an animal, like even dogs themselves, they're not always in the cage their whole lives.
Would you say that maybe Trump putting them in those cages was treating them like animals?
Yeah, it's like treating someone like an animal.
It just kind of reminds me of what's it called? What happened in Germany, Nazi and
Oh, she doesn't even know what that's called.
But the Holocaust.
Wow.
Then candidate Biden, when he was gearing up to run against Trump, he was very critical of Trump's decision here. Kamala Harris was too. She said it was a crime against humanity. He vowed to end the child separation policy. Do you trust Biden now that Biden's in office, Trump's out? Do you trust Biden to handle the immigration situation better? And do you think that he'll do that?
I'm hoping that he does resolve the immigration crisis to an extent. Better than Trump did.
I think we're in a lot better standing than we have been for the past 4 years. I know there's a lot going on right now that needs to be focused on, and I have been following closely, like for his Instagram and everything, and waiting to see updates on it. And so
that's not him posting.
God, I hope so.
Biden's pretty like central, and so we have to like push on him to keep making change.
From what we've seen and what he's promoted for like what he would do, I believe that he can handle the situation better.
You think you might trust him more than Trump?
In a sense, yes.
I don't think you'd go that far.
Last question. Would it surprise you if I told you that picture I just showed you is actually the facilities that President Biden just opened? I showed you that picture. Would it surprise you if I told you that was a holding cell? Those were holding cells that President Biden just opened about a week ago, and that.
What do you guys think they're going to say, knowing this new information now? Talk to me in the comment section. Do you guys think they're going to make an excuse for him? Or do you think they're going to stand firm and say that it's wrong? Let me know. Me personally, I think based on previous videos, most of them will stand firm. There will be one that will make an excuse. That's my assumption. Let's find out if I'm correct.
Those were not Trump's. And Trump actually enacted a policy that ended the separation of children at the border.
That's shocking because I did not know that at all. So for you to tell me that, I did not know that. Everyone made Trump look like a bad image, and he's basically doing the same thing. So yeah, that's very shocking. I did not know that.
I mean, it sucks. Kind of, he went back on his word.
So a lot of people are criticizing Biden, calling him a hypocrite, saying he was doing exactly what Trump did. So knowing that, what is your reaction to that? Does that surprise you?
I'm not surprised. That's exactly what I was expecting. Like, if he didn't do anything about it then, like, it's just because, I don't know, everybody's saying he's like everything's going to change when Biden's coming. I just think from here on now, it's probably going to get worse.
I don't think that's a solution.
Wow. I'm really shocked by that. From here on out, things are going to get worse. And she was correct. 100%. 1,000%. Wow. I did not expect that answer at all.
Coming. I just think from here on now, it's probably going to get worse.
I don't think that's a solution. And I don't think there should be a double standard. I wouldn't be okay with Trump doing it. I'm not okay with Biden doing it.
You think Biden lied?
Yeah, honestly, I think Biden has always just been kind of like the puppet mouth of, the Democratic Party.
So you guys don't really trust Biden?
I wouldn't say that I fully trust him, but I think that I trust that he will be pushed.
So, wow, that ended pretty abruptly. But, those last two people that were sitting in the grass, I don't think they were telling the truth. Because I think they said right before that Biden was the great one, and we expect change, and he's gonna bring the change. And then when they found out the truth, they tried to act like, oh yeah, no, I knew this. I knew this was gonna happen. No, you didn't. You thought he was going to be the great savior, and turns out he isn't. Not even close. But also, I love what, people like Caitlin Bennett, people like Campus Reform, who go onto these campuses where kids are being indoctrinated with BS and they teach them the truth, the cold, hard truth about everything. I think that's important, and I think that's a great way to make change. Going out, asking questions, and I love this style of questioning as well, where they present something to make it seem like, oh, it was the Trump guy that did it, and then they show the person facts that actually it wasn't Trump, it was actually Biden, or it was Obama. To bring light on how the media twists things and makes people think that, this is the truth, when really the truth is something that's totally different. So I personally love that. Let me know if you think that style is a effective way to talk to people and, get the message out to kids on campuses. Or if you have a better way, let me know in the comment section. All right. Thank you guys as always for tuning in, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love. I'm out.